Springtime in southern Portugal, a wealth of history dotted around a picturesque landscape. Craftsmen hone their skills in the sunshine whilst the locals take a leisurely stroll. Hold on, you haven't come here for the local culture, have you? You want to see a bit of this. WRC Round 4 Portugal, and the Ford World Rally team are in town. Two drivers revved up and ready to get down to action on the gravel stages of the Algarve. Qualifying is first up and road position here is key. Nighttime stages are on the opening day and hanging dust could cause an issue, as well as the loose gravel. Luckily, Jari Matti is fastest through on the qualifying stage and can select the optimum road position. But where will he choose?
Jari Matti, we've just had the selection for road position tomorrow. You've elected to be number 17 on the road, behind all the rest of the WRC drivers. Is it the right choice?
Of course there is a risk for the dust, but the organizers have promised that there is no dust on the night stages, and they are working on that, so we count on that, plus the team information what we have, that it should be better to run later on the stage because it's cleaner.
Before the crews head into the darkness of the night stages though, they head to the country's capital, Lisbon, for the opening super special stage. Petter set the fastest time through on the super special as the crews headed back south to tackle the nighttime stages. But what would the weather do? Speculation was rife that it would rain, but no one seemed to know for sure.
There is a little chance for the rain, but I don't think it's gonna rain.
But it did rain on the final stage of the loop. Jari Matti and Petter had done well in the darkness. It was a Ford 1-2 with Jari Matti and Mika leading at the end of day one. Major rival Sebastian Loeb had not been so lucky though. He retired from the event after this roll on stage 3.
There are some new factors for you to consider for this event. We catch up with Christian Loriot, who tells us about the long ratio gearbox.
In the regulation you're allowed 2 sets of gear ratio, so we brought up a new set of gear ratio where the first gear is longer and effectively the 6th gear is a little bit shorter, so we bring them back together, which means off the line we've got less wheel spin, and after that we've got more spread of ratios through the range.
This region hasn't had rain for 4 months, but as soon as the WRC hits town, the heavens open. Rain, wind, fog. Is this Wales Rally GB by any chance? The spectators who thought Portugal meant a bit of summer sunshine were cruelly denied on day 2. Pacamacs and wellies were needed, not sunscreen. Luckily, the drivers had the option of the soft compound tyre, which was in full effect on the opening tests. The rain-soaked stages were treacherous. Many drivers had fallen foul of the conditions. Retirements were racking up, and sadly the boys in blue were to join the ever-increasing list. First up, Jari Matti on stage 5. And then teammate Petter Solberg on stage 6. The Ford World Rally Team HQ was filled with disappointment. The dream had ended a little too early.
This is a disaster day for the Ford at the moment. We had big hopes this morning. We were first and second when started the day, and we had chances to get the great result maybe for the rally and you know, get closer to Citroëns. But things didn't work out that way. It was horrendous conditions, raining heavily over the night and making roads really wet and muddy and damp. Some fog as well. I'm broken, but life goes on. It doesn't stop here. I think I just want to get to drive. The best thing is when I can drive. I can drive 2 clear 2 days. That would be the most important thing.
There was no time to lick the wounds from day 2. Saturday was calling, and it was now time to forget the misfortune and move up the leaderboard. Both cars were back under Rally 2, and the aim was simple: get as many points on the board as possible. Petter stormed his way through, 4 stage wins, and by the penultimate stage of the day he was in 4th position overall. But our day would not be complete without a little drama, would it? Power steering failure on the final stage dropped him back to 5th overall.
How are the shoulders feeling?
A little bit knackered, of course, and you know, your mental strength when you are in the car, you're pushing the limit and trying to push yourself very hard. But obviously after halfway I was, then I started losing and got rougher and rougher also. So it was quite tough. The car is fantastic. I enjoyed it a lot, and looks like we have found a magic setup here.
Jari-Matti also suffered during the afternoon. Fuel pressure problems lost him 12 minutes. Here in Portugal sees the return of the FIA WRC Academy, with 10 crews competing in Ford Fiesta R2s. Alistair Fisher took the opening honours.
Yeah, we're very pleased, absolutely over the moon. It's been a really good start to the year for us. Put a lot of work in over the winter, and thankfully it's paid off here. It's probably been a very tough rally. I think everybody found the conditions really tough yesterday, but we seem to go very well in them.
This is the 2nd year of the WRC Academy now, and it's for the WRC to have this grassroots level motorsport. It's really good. But to see the young guys and girls coming in now and starting at that level, knowing that they have a real opportunity to get into this level in the sport, it's fantastic.
Thankfully, day 3 passed without incident. Petter Solberg walked away with 4th position, while Jari-Matti Latvala took 14th overall and 2 drivers' power stage points. Petter is 4th position in what has been a really difficult weekend here in Portugal. How are you feeling?
Well, obviously after what happened the first day, you know, just tipped a little bit over the road and broke the clutch when I was on the way up again. I was very disappointed. Like I said, I didn't sleep at all after that. But for now, Argentina, we have to, well, we played a little bit safe the first day and the second day. I think we just have to go for it like we have done now. So.
Yeah, it's been a huge disappointment for the team this weekend. I think that's, you know, all of the emotions that rallying brings out, it just brought out all the wrong ones this weekend. You know, I've never felt like this in a rally before, and it's really gut-wrenching, and you feel physically sick from it. Yeah, we go to Argentina now, and this is what you have to do in rallying. You have to dust yourself off and just get on with the job.
The team pulled together in what had been one of the most difficult events. Ever philosophical, the boys are keen to look forward and not back. Rally Argentina is next.